To have you on Soul Television News tonight, let's begin the news with the headlines. Governor Nwifuru encourages women to take responsibility of impacting moral values into their children. Rescued Nigerian teenager warns Nigerian girls against unholy trip outside the country. And U.S. Federal Appeals Court rules against President Donald Trump's use of wartime law to deport alleged gang members. Good evening. My name is Shukudi Weke. Now the news in detail. The state governor, Chief Francis Nwifuru, says the responsibility of giving proper home training to the girl child is majorly on women. Governor Nwifuru stated this when Iji women visited the first family to celebrate Ojiji New Yam Festival at Government House Lodge, Abakaliki. Government House correspondent Pauline Nwanerienwe has the details.
It was all joy at the Government House Lodge, where Izzi women visited the first family to celebrate the 2025 Ojiji Festival. Governor Nwifuru described Ojiji New Yam Festival celebration as a yearly event where women cook sumptuous meals for their families and friends. He advised them to take proper care of their husbands and keep cultural values of Izzi clan for the socio-economic growth and development of the people.
Mina ibu na ingire buru nwanyi iji anda kota jo honu ka anyị fụshe eme kpaka ga ime ka ọbụbụ ndị enyi nwoke ji anyị soro ebe jibe anyị ebe ahụ mibe dị chebelere ebe sinye ebele nwe ya alụ nwaanyị unufu maka aka shimochi aka se mgbọka agbachawa ogboro ọ nwaanyị anyị alụ alụlụ mmeri mgbọkọ ka je ndị benard onye kachicha na ọ ndị emegin ekumeji erifiri fọsa eme onye anọ.
The wife of the governor, Mrs. Uzamaka Nwifuru, appreciated Izzi women for visiting her family and promised to continue touching lives positively through her pet project, Better Health for Rural Women, Children, and Internally Displaced Persons Foundation, BEWO.
Omaro abundi bayitar abogite no du go bora yen kono leta deta bunta lo ni la kalo chicha abedo wa ye gide kai.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Felicia Nwankuma, and the leader of the team, Mrs. Chinyenwa Baga, said the Izzi women came to celebrate Ojiji Festival with the first family and promised to maintain the cultural values of Izzi clan through the proper home training of their children.
I know Your Excellency Kwasa le Egwenta Ahozo le Uwoke Gide Kajale Kaja Sing le Agile Tawavenya.
I saw God do the other question of you. God the other papa. Then Boka Corona, Honor no water, no cook go on the Madishinganong.
Some stakeholders commended the efforts of the present administration in the provision of social amenities and women inclusiveness in governance. High point of the event included the provision of food items to the first family as a sign of love during Ojiji Festival. Pauline Nwanerienwe, Salt TV News.
May our culture be sustained. The chairman of Ebonyi State Local Government Advisory Committee, Mr. Oliver Mbam, has commended the visionary leadership of the state governor, Chief Francis Nwifuru. Mr. Mbam made a commendation when he led members of the committee on routine supervision of projects executed by the coordinators of the 4 development centers across Ezza North local government area. The report.
The development centers visited includes Ezza North, Ezza Northeast, Imoha, and Ezza Northwest development centers. Mr. Mbam, while appreciating the governor for reviving development centers, admonished all the coordinators to step down dividends of democracy to the people at the grassroots. He applauded the commitment of the coordinators on the level of project executed at various development centers.
We saw their projects and they executed, and they are trying honestly. Both transformer, bridges, latrating, and some renovations I recommend their efforts, but we urge them to try more.
Other members of the committee, including Mr. Hilary Igwe and Mr. Anthony Nkama, expressed dissatisfaction with the area of environmental cleanliness in some development centers and charged the staff to live up to their responsibilities.
Let all the development centers be effective in the administration of the development centers, so that each time you go to development centers, you can see workers, you can see some of them working, not when people are not there, every place will be deserted.
In all the development centers we visited, it's not all that okay to us, because we should be talking about the amount of fund involved and the projects shown to us as projects being executed with those funds.
On their part, the coordinator of Imoha Development Center, Mr. Chika Iboke, that of Ezra Northeast, Mr. Titus Eze, and their Ezra North counterpart, Mr. Samuel Iboke, among others, appreciated the governor for giving them the opportunity to serve in his administration and promise their people more dividends of democracy in the rural areas.
We are happy to tell this story because of the man behind the mask, His Excellency, the Executive of the State, our boss, Right Honorable Builder Prince Ebonyi. And that is the man who has insisted that his administration, the dividends of democracy, must be stepped down to the grassroots. That is why, on a monthly basis, every month, he will always give us the grants and the empowerment with which we are executing all these projects.
We are doing our best to ensure that we replicate what our boss, the governor of the state, is doing at the state level. The money that we are receiving as a monthly allocation, I would say, is being judiciously used. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the governor, Right Honorable Builder Francis Obonawufe, for his magnanimity towards our people.
Mercy Oluwagbenga, a young Nigerian rescued from Libya, has warned citizens against embarking on dangerous routes. Ms. Oluwagbenga recently went viral being rescued from Libya after a viral video showed her crying out for help. The details with our reporter.
Ms. Oluwagbenga told Nigerian Diaspora Commission boss Abike Dabiri Erewa that she had dropped out of school at the age of 20 years and was lured to Libya with the promise of greener pastures to enable her raise money to care for her sick mother. Instead, the returnee claimed to have found herself trapped in modern-day slavery. She recalled tearfully that for 1 year and 6 months, she worked without receiving a kobo because she had to pay the agent who took her to Libya the sum of about 2.5 million naira and was maltreated and at one point locked up in a house where her blood was drawn without her consent. An indigene of Kaba in Kogi State, Oluwagbenga lamented that Nigerians in her situation were treated like animals, stressing that she was lucky to have escaped into a camp. She expressed deep appreciation to Dabiri Erewa, the Nigeria Diaspora Commission, and Dr. Shegu Abraham of Trinity Foundation for facilitating Ms. Oluwagbenga for her courage and survival, describing her as one of the lucky ones, noting that many others have died in the desert or the Mediterranean Sea, where some remain untraceable.
You are still watching Salt Television News. More of the stories when we return from this short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Now the rest of the items in the bulletin. The Department of State Services DSS has arraigned 9 individuals identified as prime suspects in connection with the recent wave of killings in Benue and Plateau states. The suspects were arraigned on Wednesday.
Private property that led to the loss of 12 village, Benue State. Separately, 32-year-old Halima Haliru Omar from Faskari local government area in Katsina State is being prosecuted on a 4-count charge for allegedly failing to disclose vital information concerning Alhaji Sani, identified as a suspected gun runner, bandit, and kidnapper. Also, the DSS filed a 6-count charge against Salas Idu Oloche of